overall, I'm, able to help everybody that I can help, and, continue to play a part in hopefully everyone's career in a positive way. When I first started wrestling, it was mostly all freestyle because there's a lot of freestyle tournaments locally. And then it was kind of when I got into middle school, I started doing more folk style. I knew I wanted to go to college, and I wanted to wrestle freestyle, and I wanted to win the Worlds and Olympics. So I got a little more serious towards the end of my high school career of getting better at freestyle. I was never really good at it at first. It wasn't really till college I kind of started to turn the corner with freestyle. Took a few recruiting trips to a few different places, but the one that stood out the most was at Iowa State when I met Coach Kale. He basically asked me what my goals were. I told him my goals, and he told me that he could show me how to do that.
Jake Varner was a monster right away. When he competed in the Opens as a redshirt, he was going in there, and he wasn't just trying to win. He was trying to just crush people right away. You just knew this kid was going to be really good. He had the mindset. The bigger the match, the better he would wrestle. And he was just tough.
Jake was successful because he trained hard, and he was actually a pretty mean wrestler. He wasn't dirty, but he was physical. He was mean. He is willing to do the things that needed to be done in a match to win. And he was also really composed mentally. There weren't really highs, there weren't really lows. He was just really steady every time he stepped out there. So there was just a consistency, and we saw that from the time he was a freshman until he won an Olympic gold medal.
Jake Varner.
I was going to London to win. I know other people didn't expect me to win, but I was going there to win. Put a lot of work in to get to that point, and and to me it was like, if you're going to go there, you're going to do this to win. Some people don't do that, but I think there's a handful of people that thought I was going to win, and that's really all that mattered to me. And that kind of helped me anyways. It didn't matter what they speculated. It mattered what I thought and what I was going to do. I'm happy with my career, and I knew that after 16 that I was probably going to be done wrestling. And I think Coach Kale said, "Hey, are you ready to start coaching?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm ready, whatever you need me to do." So that's when we kind of made that transition. As head coach of the NLWC, I think that started in maybe October, November-ish. We made that transition. It's been fun. I mean, nothing really changed, as far as just, different practices, and you're dealing with, postgraduates and not traveling as much, but when you travel, you've gone a little bit longer, so you get to kind of experience a bunch of different places.
I think he's a guy that he can always be really proud of his career as an athlete because he did everything right. He did the right things. He was a lot of fun to coach. If a kid will do everything you ask him to do and be 100% bought in and loyal, to me, that's the guy that wins the gold medal, and that's what you saw with Jake Varner.
A guy like Jake Varner, who's an incredible wrestler, right? And he's an Olympic champion. Obviously, another person that's transitioned from a really successful athlete to a really successful coach. I'm really excited to see what the future holds for him as a coach, because I know him as a person too, and great family man, and somebody that the sport's really proud of, a great ambassador, somebody that understands, the value of giving back and knowing that, his success wasn't his own, right? There are a lot of people that poured into him, and he recognizes that and is doing that today. But on the mat, nobody tougher, nobody more fierce, nobody that you would want to face less than him.
I've learned a lot from these coaches, just watching them and watching their kids grow, and just watching them grow, not only as coaches, but as fathers and husbands as well. And I've learned a lot from them of how they handle situations and just how they are on a daily basis. It's really just about being a good person and making those right decisions of, what's right and what's wrong, and treat everyone fairly, and you just kind of do the best you can. So I have nothing but good things about those guys. Like I said, they've been part of my life, big influence. I wouldn't be here without those guys. So.